Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about how Harry Potter fans are coping with J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, you were telling about this. I hadn't actually read the article. I didn't have time.
Well, we're going to go through a little bit here and talk about it. This is making the rounds. This is on IGN. And, there's a lot of talk about what do you do when you like a thing, but the person that made the thing said things you don't like. And whether or not it's going to have any long-lasting effect on the Harry Potter franchise, which we talked about before. HBO Max, there's a rumor they're going to do another spin-off series. And people are pointing to the book sales dropping since J.K. Rowling made her controversial remarks on Twitter. But
the book sales were going to drop anyway. The book sales have been dropping for years because the books have been out for how many years?
20 years.
Right.
But Harry Potter merchandise is actually still doing pretty good. I mean, they're making
Harry Potter World of Universal's always busy.
Always busy. The stuff's always selling. So I think in this case, even if people manage to cancel J.K. Rowling, they're not going to cancel Harry Potter. So we're going to talk about that. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 174,000? 174,000 subs. Thank you so much. And for those of you who don't know, J.K. Rowling made some comments on Twitter that did not set well with people regarding trans folks and women's rights, and they've attempted to cancel her on multiple occasions. Said that her series of anti-trans statements have seen her labeled as a TERF, a trans exclusionary radical feminist. Now, here's the thing. J.K. Rowling can say whatever she wants to, but I think after the first couple of tweets, I'm going to be completely honest, I think somebody needed to take the phone away from her.
Right. I agree.
Because just from a public relations point of view, regardless of whether or not you agree with what she said, she wasn't doing herself any favors, but I think her attitude was probably like, I'm effing J.K. Rowling, I can say whatever the hell I want to.
But beyond that, she herself, Rowling herself, they were fine with it when she went and tweeted and retconned things after the fact that went along with what they wanted. Then that was okay. She was the darling raised up, and now, they don't like her because of what she said. Yeah,
well, that's the thing, because, again, when you chase a certain audience, we've talked about this before, when you chase Twitter clout, and J.K. Rowling, I believe she kind of retconned her characters like Dumbledore after the fact to be like, hey, social media is going to love this. Dumbledore's gay, even though we never showed any indication.
Right. That was okay.
That was okay.
But because
secretly gay.
I mean, what got me was when she accidentally sent some stuff to that one kid about that contest.
Oh my God, that was. She had an art contest. This is why I said somebody's got to take the phone away from her, regardless of what you think about what she said. There was an art contest out there, and she actually copy-pasted a paragraph from an article about trans folks and pasted it into this kid's picture and replied with this, hey, this is a great drawing. And then, by the way, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, no.
Stop. Just get somebody to manage your social media, JK, really. But then the flip side of that is, people are getting canceled for any wrong think at all, and I think she was like, well, I'm the richest author.
Determines what's wrong think. Basically, if it doesn't fully accept everything everybody else says, whether or not just because they said it's wrong think.
Yeah.
And that's, whatever. But here's the thing. You can be mad at Rowling, but the problem is they all like Harry Potter.
Yeah. And that's what they're trying to discuss here, and people are because people are like, well, we're going to swear off Harry Potter. We're never going to support Harry Potter. And they're like, well, guys, there were some other people involved in Harry Potter besides just J.K. Rowling. She might have written the books, but the Harry Potter a lot of people fell in love with was the movies. And, she was involved, but not completely, it wasn't completely her thing. But yeah, fans are looking for reassurance now. I know some of the fan sites have actually, they turned against her. They're like, we're going to talk about Harry Potter, but we're not going to talk about her.
That's okay. She still makes money.
She still makes money. That's what people don't understand. Like,
you literally cannot separate the two.
You can't separate. There was a call out there to do this HBO Max series without her. You don't understand. She's got the best damn contracts, I think, that anybody in publishing has ever had. They've actually rewritten the entire publishing deal contract now because of J.K. Rowling, because of the theme parks doing well and the merchandise doing well.
Well, it's the thing. You can separate work from an author. And as far as like, I might not like an actor's opinion on this, but I like their work kind of thing. But as far as them trying to literally take Harry Potter away from Rowling, you're not going to be able to separate.
No, and that's the thing. You're gonna have to choose which is more important to you. What was it, Ursula and the Little Mermaid? It's like life's full of tough choices, isn't it?
Yeah,
isn't
exactly.
It?
It's like, you know.
But I mean, this I thought was kind of crap though. Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, who all owe their careers to the Harry Potter franchise, all threw her under the bus.
Well, no, because they were afraid they would get canceled. They didn't. I mean, and they might disagree with her, but you know.
Yeah,
they could have just said nothing, but you know, no. I'm sure they were being told they had to give a statement or they were going to be canceled. I mean,
yeah, because you're not. That's the thing. You're not allowed to not give a statement when the Twitter outrage mob comes. Why don't these celebrities? The biggest favor. I mean, and this is Rowling and beyond. The biggest favor you could do yourselves is stay the fuck off of Twitter. Because if you're active on Twitter, you will be expected to toe the line, whatever that line is. You're better off just being like, yeah, I don't have a Twitter account. So, and then like a week, people will forget all about it. Unless you do an interview or something during that.
Well, they're not forgetting about this because every time it goes down, here comes another one of these people trying to dig it back up. It's hilarious.
Well, that's the thing. Like anytime anything Harry Potter comes up, they bring up her comments, and what kind of reignited it was the new video game they're coming out with, and the rumors of a new TV series.
But you know what? It's not hurting the game or the series. That's just it. It's not hurting it. So, for all we know we're right because everybody agrees with, us and everything else. People just don't care because they're going to buy it anyway.
Oh my God. So this is nuts. So now they're like, we want the Harry Potter stuff, but we don't want J.K. Rowling to get paid. So they're talking about the terms for the Hogwarts Legacy game, right? So the terms of the licensing agreement made between Rowling and Warner Brothers Games for Hogwarts Legacy have not been made public, but according to Forbes, it's estimated she's going to earn $95 million per year. This knowledge has some fans searching for a workaround. Potential solutions include delaying purchase of Hogwarts Legacy so those all-important first-week sales numbers take a hit.
Doesn't matter. She's still going to get paid when you do buy it.
Waiting to buy it used, or purchasing a copy and then making a donation to a charity for trans people. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? Like, she's gonna get paid. There's nothing you can do. The only thing, if you're really this ass mad about
then
what
don't
she
buy
said,
anything Harry Potter.
You're gonna have to quit Harry Potter completely. I'm sorry. She's gonna get paid. You freaking think about Harry Potter, she gets a nickel. You know, I mean, that's the way her contract is.
I'm sorry. She owns it. I mean, she has it set up. She was smart. She made sure she kept, that she has controlling interest in it. She gets to have final say on things. She has it set up that way. Sorry if you don't like it. You loved it when you thought she agreed with everything you believed.
Yeah, exactly. And
when other people were calling out, like, well, you're changing it now after the fact, and I don't like this. They were told to sit down and shut up, and they were called names and stop your whine, and you're just mad because you're an istinophobe and everything else. But then when she says something they don't like.
Yeah.
Now it's okay to cancel.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The people who get canceled the hardest are the people that are on, quote unquote, their side on Twitter. They get canceled the hardest. Because what happens is it's easy to just kind of like, I guess, discount people that have never agreed with you. But when you've got like one of your own, it's like, oh my God, we gotta, we gotta self-police here. But yeah, they're pointing out here on IGN. They're like, the only way you're gonna make sure she doesn't get any money is if you don't buy anything Harry Potter. But Harry Potter, even though the book sales are dropping, the merchandise is doing well.
Oh, 100%. I have no doubt. I saw Universal. I saw people coming in fully outfits, buying the stuff up right and left. The experience, it's packed. It is packed.
Kids are buying wands.
Sorry if you don't like it.
Oh my God, yeah. Robes, wands, everything.
Most people don't even know about the controversy because they're not on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or they just don't care. I mean, most people they're just like, she said something stupid again. Well, that's Rowling,
Yeah. It's, can you boycott something as big as Harry Potter? Ask Star Wars fans how that works. This is a question that Star Wars fans have too, because they're like, well, I like the original trilogy, but I don't like the Disney stuff. But the sales of the original trilogy stuff encourages Disney to make more new shit like High Republic.
I don't know. Lately, they weren't. So I don't.
Regardless, Rowling is still one of the richest people in the world. She's worth at least $670 million, so a boycott's not going to hurt her. That's why she doesn't give a shit what she says, because there's nothing you can do to her.
Yeah, but she really...
Somebody needs to take the phone. I'm going to be completely honest. That first tweet where she copy-pasted that article with that kid's artwork, somebody should have said, hey, Mom, let's take the phone away.
Well, yeah.
You know, so you need to get a PR manager and you need to tweet carefully, because this is just, you look stupid on top of looking transphobic. Now you just look dumb too.
Yeah, because you keep saying stuff. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I just think it's funny. They're basically like, we really want Harry Potter, but oh God, we don't want her to get paid, but we really want Harry Potter. So I'm waiting for like knockoff Harry Potter.
They've tried a couple times, but it doesn't work. It's not Harry Potter.
Like, I'm waiting for one of these publishing houses to come up with like another. Like,
they've been coming up with stuff like this, but it doesn't work.
I think the closest they got was like Percy Jackson, but that's not something that you can.
I don't think that was. You know. They'll try. You know, Disney has controlling interest in that. I mean, because I think the books are through Disney, but yeah, it just, you know, look, you have a choice. Your choices are, you either completely boycott everything Harry Potter. You understand that the person behind Harry Potter might have some opinions you disagree with, but that isn't reflected in what you love, and keep, you know, and support the parts you like. Or you just ignore it and keep doing what you want to do, because in a year or two they'll change what they're pissed about anyway.
It's like, God.
Science is science unless it's not science, and then, you know.
Yeah, so there we go. This is just very, very funny, because Harry Potter did... Now, I like Harry Potter, but Harry Potter did cultivate a very woke audience, and now their wokeness might lead to them having to give up.
It's just
Harry Potter.
I remember when she retconned after the fact, and everybody was like, she was the bestest person ever. And if you didn't like that, you're like, wait a minute, but that doesn't make sense, because you said that. What does it matter? You're just istophobe, because she said what we wanted to hear, and then when she says what we don't want to hear, oh my God.
Boy, there's some delight to be taken in watching this situation.
And meanwhile, while they're screaming, write these articles, most people don't know about it. Most people don't even care. Most people have no idea that she tweeted stuff that like this. And a lot of people who know she did, they just like, yeah, and I might not agree with her, but I still like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Gotta make a choice. Gotta make a choice. How strong are your morals? How strong is your moral compass? Are you willing to give up something you've been a fan of for the last 10, 15, 20 years on principle? Tough choice.
Yeah, and that's your principle. It doesn't mean it's somebody else's principle.
That's true. We're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.